So we're going into Topkapi. Everyone reads it as Topkapi, but it's actually Topkapi.
Topkapi.
Yes, that I, last I is not an I, it's an I without a dot.
An eye without a dot.
Topkapi Palace was built by the Ottomans after the year 1453. 1453 is the year when Ottomans have captured Constantinople. Every Sultan added a new building complex to the palace. And we cannot say that the building was built at one time, but it was the whole complex was built at one time, but it was built over time as each Sultan that ruled added a new building to the palace. Until 19th century, Ottoman Sultans with their families lived in Topkapi Palace, but in 19th century, the palace starts falling out of popularity. New styles, like the European modern looking or neoclassic buildings, became much more favorable, and they wanted to build new palaces for their families, for themselves, along the Bosphorus, which is along the waterfront. So, until 19th century, from 15th century to 19th century, they lived here and they added new buildings every century. This is the entrance of Harem, and Harem is where the family of the Sultan, let's put it this way, family of the Sultanate lived. When I say family of the Sultan, the woman of the family, mother, who is in charge of the whole harem, daughters, wives, or wife, depending on the Sultan. Also, sons, boys, until the age of 7 had remained in the harem. Harem is an interesting complex. Let's continue walking and see the decorations, because it actually has beautiful decorations on the walls. Look over here. You go to Blue Mosque to see the tiles from a distance, but here they're literally right next to you. You can even touch them. These are exactly the same style tiles of Blue Mosque. Tulips and carnations and verses from the Quran, and sometimes blessings at the entrances of each of the buildings that you'll be seeing as decorations on these tiles. The African eunuchs are the ones who are in charge of the security here. They won't let any male into the harem, so that they're making sure the lineage of the Ottomans will be safe for the future. We are in the concubine section. The concubine section is interesting because there are about like 160 estimated 160 women living here. Upstairs, where you see the rooms around the courtyard, they are for the women to live, kind of like their dorms, and they even have their own bath complex here, a small prayer area. This is the place where they get trained to become a possible future wife of the Sultan. So they have to learn about Muslim religion, they have to learn about the traditions, and they have to learn the language and a skill, like playing a musical instrument. This is where they will be getting their training.
what is this magnificent room?
This magnificent room is the Imperial Hall. The Imperial Hall where, let's put it this way, where the Sultan's dining room, where he sits on his couch, right over there. It's more like a couch than a throne. A highly decorated room with tiles and calligraphy and beautiful carpets on the floors and Chinese vases and a lot of gifts that was sent to the Sultan, and a lot of seating areas you can see on the left hand side. That is for the mother and her entourage. So this is where he will be alone, eating and probably having some entertainment to go along. But when I say entertainment, don't expect anything weird. It is, the mother is also here, don't forget, with the whole entourage. It's a more official ceremonial music of its time period.
So like PG rated entertainment.
Yes, it is. It is very rated.
He's like, when is mom gonna leave so we can get to the X-rated stuff?